Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria and I make personal development or self-development content. And I just come on here and I talk about the different life lessons that we can take away from our experiences in life. So in today's video, I really wanted to kind of come on here today and talk about how anxiety plays a huge role in a lot of areas of our lives, and how to stop allowing anxiety to kind of take over areas of growth. And so, for me personally, one of the things that I had really struggled with is for the longest time moving and deepening my relationship with Christ, because I was afraid as I grow, I'm going to outgrow people in my life. And even if you're not a believer, this is still something that can still be a fear for you, just in another way. So even if you are not a Christian, but you um, just focus on self-development in general, and you always held back your growth because you were fearful that as you grow, you will lose some of the people that you feel are most important to you. And number one, I just wanted to let you know that that is a real reality, right? That is super true in most cases. But then there's also cases too where um, people will grow with you, and they will grow at their own pace, but they will still grow with you. And the people that God has set to be in your life will be there. And so I really wanted to come on here today and talk about that, because I understand how like anxiety plays such a part in that, especially because I'm a person that, anxiety is not something that will ever necessarily go away. You just have to figure out how to regulate your nervous system when you're going through those anxiety moments, right? And so for me, what I do in those times where I see myself growing so much and I'm like, what's happening? It just seems like nobody is here, like nobody is around, all these things. I just always remember my foundation. And my foundation is God. And my foundation is that no matter what, I have got to keep growing, because it's my calling to be able to show people the way. And if I decide to stay at that same place that others in my life are choosing to remain at, then I'm not serving the purpose and I'm not serving my calling. And I understand that it's going to be very isolating. I understand that people are going to drop off. I understand that people are not going to understand. I understand that people are going to think I'm better than them. I understand that people are going to try to deter me away from that. I understand that the devil is going to try to test me and say, "Oh, is this really what you want to do?" I understand all of these things, right? And I think the biggest thing is understanding the attacks and knowing that the attacks are going to come, but being prepared for the attacks and how you can fight them and handle them, and understanding that you're not fighting them alone, because when you're doing God's work, God is right there for you. Right? He is literally fighting your enemies for you, and your enemies is not necessarily we don't fight between flesh and blood. We are fighting in the spirits. We are warring in the spirits, right? And so it's the devil that will come and try to make you want to give up and make you want to say, you know what, I'm not going to develop, I'm not going to grow, I'm not going to change, because when I change, then that means that I'm going to lose my lover, and that means that I'm going to lose my family, and that means that I'm going to lose my friends, and that means that I may lose my job, that means that I may lose my lifestyle that I have right now, that means that I may lose all this money that I have right now. Whatever you are so afraid of losing, that is the thing that's holding you in bondage. And that is the thing that is preventing you from moving to that next level. And so in those moments, it's so important to trust and believe. Even if you are not a Christian, for me, I trust and believe in God because that is my foundation. But even if you are not a Christian, it's important for you to trust and believe and understand that the times that you work on yourself, there is no way that you do not get results from when you decide to change. And so there may be times in your life where you're feeling like, you know what, this is not how I want my life to be. Like, this is not the life that I desire. This is not the life that I want. And what do I need to do? Like, what can I do to like see the life that I want to have? Like, why do I feel like, I'm doing all the right things and I just like, I don't know what's going on. And it's like, have you ever taken the time to think, am I doing all that I can do? Am I doing just enough to still remain comfortable? Because guess what? Change is uncomfortable. Change is very uncomfortable, especially when you find yourself being the person that's changing and there's not a lot of people around you that actually want to change. There's not a lot of people around you that actually want to better yourselves. But you must change because it's so important for the grand scheme of things. It's so important for the purpose. So important for the purpose for you to say, okay, I must change because number one, this is what I want to see for my own life. Like, when we really think about the fact that God has given us life, whether you believe or not, God has given us life, right? And we all have a life to live. And to ever live our lives for other people, because that's ultimately what we are doing when we decide to sacrifice our own self-love, sacrifice our own self-development, sacrifice our own personal development, sacrifice the changes that we want to see in our life, sacrifice the things that we want in our lives, because that means that we may lose something else along the way. When we think about that, it's like we're actually giving our entire life away for somebody else. We're giving away our entire desires, our entire wants, our entire needs for us and our growth because we don't want to let go of that thing that is holding us in bondage. And I promise you, once you let go of that thing that is holding you in bondage, you will actually see that either A, that thing or that person will come at a later time and it'll feel so much better because you're not bonded to it anymore and you're not held to it anymore, because now you know that you've still done what you needed to do for yourself. But like for me personally, I don't do for myself anymore. I do for the Lord. But if you're like, again, if you're not a believer, if you are releasing those things that are bonding you right now, that are preventing you from that self-development, that is going to show up for you in a different way later on in life. But it's going to feel so much better because you're not bonded and held to that thing. And you've also developed and you've grown so much. So it didn't hinder your progress. It didn't hinder your growth. But see, if you hold on to that thing and you choose not to grow, you're only hurting yourself. You're only hurting your own life. And so it's so important that we do not hold ourselves back from the growth within. So that's really it for me. I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about that because that is something that I truly struggled with for a long time. I am like the only person right now that I know, and not physically right now, but like there has been times in the past where I've been like, I'm the only person that I know that's like really like on what I'm on right now. Like, and that's like scary because it's like, God, are you about to grow me so much that I'm about to outgrow all these people around me? Like, what in the world? I'm about to feel like so alone in this world. And it's just like, God just said, like, no, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of you. Just keep following my principles. Keep following my laws. Keep doing the right thing. Keep listening to me. Keep allowing me to guide you. I'm going to take care of you. But you cannot stop. You cannot procrastinate. You cannot slow down your progress. You cannot for other people anymore. So seriously, that is it for me. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I will be in the comments responding. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.